Hello everyone, this is Bertina Amy here and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And otherwise, welcome back to my channel. I hope you find these videos useful. In today's video, we are doing 10 back-to-school DIYs with 5 folders and 5 matching notebook designs. In this first one, I just took 2 different patterns of tissue paper of different colors and tore them into shreds, and then I Mod Podged them onto the back and front panels as well as the pockets. Then I took a craft knife and created a window and used clear plastic to cover the window and make a pocket large enough to fit a standard size index card to write the subject on. For the matching notebook, I covered the entire surface of the front cover of the notebook with black chalk paint. Then I repeated the process I did for the folder and did it for the notebook, and only just went up to the edges of the entire notebook as well as the spiral part, because this is not going to be a reusable notebook. I then used my template and created a new label for this notebook and wrote the subject on there and glued it on. I then also added my marker to the edges as well to give it a finished look. For this next one, go ahead and take tissue paper again, doesn't matter the type, and tear it to shreds. Mod Podge it over the entire surface of the folder, then cover it completely with matte chalk paint. Then once that's dry, go ahead and cover that completely with a watered down version of your favorite colored paint. Create a pocket window like we did in the first one for this one. Attach it properly to the folder and grab a blank note card, write the subject on it, and ink the edges in black ink. I just used my stamp for this. For the matching notebook, we're basically going to follow the same steps as the folder. We're going to cover it completely with torn tissue paper. We're going to protect the notebook pages with something underneath the cover, and we're going to cover the cover completely with matte chalk paint of choice. Once dry, go ahead and use that wash technique using watered down paint of choice and cover it completely. And then since this notebook is not going to be reusable, we're just going to take the template for the label, create a new template, write the subject on it, ink the edges, and glue it directly onto the notebook cover. For this next one, we're going to be using leftover contact paper or wallpaper if you have that. If you ever have scraps that you just don't know what to do with once you're done with a project, this is a great way to use it up and also make a folder more long lasting. So you're just going to take the contact paper, remove the backing, and apply it slowly onto the covers. And it's optional if you want to go ahead and do it to the pockets as well. I went ahead and did that, but you really don't have to. Once you're satisfied with the application, go ahead and take your craft knife or roller cutter and make a pocket window. I made this one smaller than the previous ones. You can make yours any shape or size that you like. For the matching notebook, go ahead and apply your leftover contact paper. Don't worry about getting into the crevices of the spirals in my case, just go up as close as you can. Then take your template and another index card, create a new label, and just tape it on there with double-sided tape. And of course I go ahead and ink the edges and then go ahead and attach it. For this next folder idea, I go ahead and use scrap leftover fabric. I just take a favorite one and Mod Podge it directly to the surface of the outside of the folder. For the label, I decided to do it slightly differently, and instead of making a pocket, I just cut 2 slits on the sides and make sure that the template of the label is actually going to just slide through those slits and just stay in place. For the matching notebook, I just go ahead and cover the entire surface of it with black chalk paint. I take the remaining scraps of the fabric and I tear it to shreds, and I try to make them as evenly as possible, but just eyeballing it. Then I arrange them as I like on the notebook and space them out as evenly as possible and Mod Podge them on directly. The edges of the strips of fabric are attached to the back of the notebook using hot glue. Then I create a label with the subject matter and attach it directly on with glue. For this last folder, I go ahead and cover the entire surface of the folder with black chalk paint. I then take some of my favorite shades of acrylic paint and pour them directly onto the folder, and I just spread the paints all around, being careful not to actually blend them all the way through. I try to do random swirls to give it a unique look. I repeat the process on the back of the folder, but I want it to be more thin, so I spread it out more evenly. Then for the label, I go ahead and create 2 slits and make a new label in a new design. And for the matching notebook, I go ahead and cover the entire cover surface with the black chalk paint, and I repeat the same steps as I did for the front cover folder. Once dry, I go ahead and take a template, take a new note card and make a label with the subject, and ink the edges, and I glue it directly onto the notebook. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.